Bubby and Bobby viewers travel to Rainbow Islands in search of hidden treasure. Instead, they find only trouble. 7 worlds plus a special bonus world. 32 action-packed rainbow jumping levels of play. Play a demo round to get ready for the real thing. Defeat 7 unsavory enemies to earn 7 colored diamonds. This means we're looking at Rainbow Islands, the story of Bubble Bobble 2. This is from Disco and Taito, released in 1991. Originally came out on the arcade in 1987, and the game is a sequel to Bubble Bobble. That's right, Bubble Bobble 2 is not Bubble Bobble 2. Rainbow Islands is Bubble Bobble 2. It is the second of 4 arcade games in the Bubble Bobble series, followed by Bubble Symphony and Bubble Memories, but Rainbow Islands itself has 2 direct sequels, Parasol Stars and Bubble Bobble Part 2. There is also a Rainbow Island 2, which was released by Ocean, so avoid that one, because it was made by Ocean. And the game has been ported for numerous home computer and game consoles like the arcade, the Commodore 64, the ZX Spectrum, the Amstrad CPC, the Atari ST, the Amiga, the NES, the Master System, the TurboGrafx 16, FM Towns, the WonderSwan, Game Boy Color, Sega Saturn, PlayStation, Sega Mega Drive, and mobile phones. That's a lot. The main characters are Bubblin and Boblin, the protagonists of Bubble Bobble, known as Bub and Bob in the Western releases. However, in this game, they appear in their human forms as Bubby and Bobby, as opposed to the Bubble Dragons of the first game. Which means this is the game that happens if you finish Bubble Bobble and get the real ending. Also, unlike the first game, players now alternate. You do not play at the same time, with player 1 as Bubby in the green and player 2 as Bobby in the blue, just like in the first game. The game is set on a chain of 10 islands. Each has a different theme. Each island provides 4 rounds of gameplay. World 1-1, World 1-2, World 1-3, blah, blah, blah. Very Mario-esque. And once these are complete, the player moves on to the next chain the next island in the chain, excuse me. In each round, the player must get to the top before the sea level rises and kills them. That's bad news. The islands get progressively more difficult, with enemies moving much faster in the later levels. These are depicted on the map, which is only seen in the arcade game before the start of each island. The 3 secret islands are not visible until all 7 big diamonds are collected. To get a big diamond, the player must collect 7 different colored small diamonds on the island and finish it. The small diamonds are found by beating enemies, by dropping a rainbow on them from above, or beating them with various power-ups. After collecting the small diamonds, a word "nice" will appear. Most consumer versions of the game completely lack the secret islands, however. Players can release rainbows that act both as weapons against the enemies and a makeshift platform. But don't jump on them, they will fall down. However, when they fall, they will kill enemies below. Collecting power-ups increases your speed, the speed of rainbows, and how many are spawned. If the player takes too long on a level, the water will rise from the bottom of the stage and try to kill you. One of the features what sets this game apart from many others, as no doubt being responsible to the game's popularity, is its hidden depths. While initially appearing to be quite a simple game, Rainbow Island in fact has a vast number of secrets for the players to discover, including secret levels, secret power-ups, and riddles. Because of these elements, completing the game properly requires a large amount of dedication from the player. The scoring system also has secrets, which allow vastly higher scores to be achieved than normal. Excuse me. The original arcade game contained the music, well, reminiscent of the song Over the Rainbow from The Wizard of Oz. The song was included in the Japanese Mega Drive, PC Engine, and Famicom releases of the game, as well as the Ocean home computer ports, the ones for the Amstrad, ZX Spectrum, etc., etc. However, the late console games, Master System, NES, blah, 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 aside from a part of the chorus, do not have the song in the game, so they don't bother copyright people. The Amiga version was the first game to make #1 on Amiga Power's annual all-time top 100 list and held the spot for years until losing to Sensible Soccer, which retained the title for the rest of the magazine's run. The ZX Spectrum port of the game was awarded 94% in April 1990, the issue of Your Sinclair, and was placed at number 8, in the Your Sinclair official Top 100. In issue 93 of the same magazine, readers voted it the second best game of all time, and it was also awarded 94% in Crash. The UK magazine C&VG gave the ST version a 93%, praising the graphics and calling the game addictive and tremendous fun. The Mega Drive version was the 9th best game of all time according to Mega Magazine. Mega Tech Magazine said it was virtually arcade perfect, with only flickery sprites letting the side down. Edge stated that Taito's Rainbow Island has all the ingredients for a superb video game: incentives, copious rewards and bonuses, and intelligent bosses. This is a very, very well received game, as you heard from there. I'm looking at scores here. The lowest one is an 86, and that's from Megatech. But everything else is high 80s, up 96 being the highest one from Computer and Video Games, from Zap64, which was a Commodore 64 magazine. It's a lot of fun. It is incredibly cute, just like Bubble Bobble is, but very, very fun. If you liked Bubble Bobble, get it and try it. I can't stress it enough. I played farther in recording for this episode than I have ever played in the game before, just because I would play like 1 or 2 levels and be like, okay, whatever. But playing through up to the first boss in this video, which I will include even if I'm out of commentary, was a lot of fun. Really, it was a lot of fun, and it's well worth the playthrough.